Call the meeting of the water board to order. Minutes of the previous meeting.
Move to approve as written.
I'll second it.
Motion second, we approve as written. Any discussion? I've just got one thing. I think we should document the fact that Randy won the Fuller Award, as I mentioned in the comments at the end of the last meeting. So if you would insert that.
Okay.
It's on record.
As amended. Okay.
All right. Purchase orders.
You have a list of 4 items there. The larger one for H&G Underground Utilities, they're going to be redoing York Street between Barker Ave and Homer with that brick, and we got several long straw lines across that down the alley, so we're going to put a 2-inch line in between York and Lafayette and then tie those over in the alley and give it a better quality water for those people and get rid of those old galvanized lines. Other than that, everything else is
How many homes does that affect?
5.
The galvanized pretty rusted.
Yeah, I mean, they've been
the
in there.
volume is low.
Yeah. Well, they're going to redo the streets. We would want to get rid of the galvanized underneath the streets, and then this way they're all down the alley, so we got one line going down the alley. And then Midwest Meter, that's for the Badger ME mobile transceiver kit. That thing was going for $6,000 some. They marked it down to 34, now it's down to 2. So it's something we can use when we get into those type of reads. So, but everything else is pretty much standard for stock.
All right.
Moved to pay purchase orders dated the 10th of March for keeping purposes. Right?
No, that's
That's
next.
That's next.
Yeah.
That's right.
Bad debt list.
This is one of the things that the state's looking at, because there's utilities that don't know how to handle these, and I talked to our attorney on this, and we're doing everything the way it should be done, so we're in good shape with this.
Any questions on the bad debt list?
I'll make a motion to accept bad debt list for March 4th as written.
For bookkeeping purposes only.
That would be correct.
I second.
Motion second. Approve the bad debt list for March 4th for bookkeeping purposes only. Any additional discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. All right, a recommendation from Randy on the Hitchcock Street.
Okay, this is something we laid out in the business plan to have the Hitchcock Street exterior painted this year. I was waiting for Dixon to provide me a cost for engineering. Their cost for that to prepare the plans and specs is $20,000. And then they submitted an estimate for the cost of painting of $120,000. We budgeted $200,000 for everything, so we're within the budget. It needs it. We need to get this done, and then our 2 elevated tanks online will be completed for next between 15 and 20 years, and then next year we're going to plan for the wash water tank at the plant. So everything is in order for this. We just need to approve it and I can get things started.
I motion to approve the painting of exterior Hitchcock by Dixon Engineering.
And I'll second that motion.
There's a motion second that we approve the contract with Dixon Engineering for the painting of the Hitchcock Street
Well,
tank.
this is just the engineering. We'll have to take bids on or receive bids, so
Yeah, okay.
this is for the engineering. So you know. Okay.
Any additional discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. All right, discussion about taking the Union Beach homeowners on as meter clients.
Okay, right now there's approximately 200 homes out there in Dune Beach. It's a private homeowners association, They're classified as a public water supply. They buy all their water through us, through 2 master meters. Several years ago, one of the board members talked to me, their board members talked to me about putting in meter pits for all their homes, and at that time it was kind of expensive to do, and it's still going to be expensive to do, but maybe we could space that out over a 3 to 5 year period. But basically, if they decided to do that, we would have to take over their grid system, maintain it. They got a small booster station inline, underground, and an elevated tank. And I'm thinking that maybe if we took that system over, that booster station, that elevated tank could go away. We wouldn't need it because we could circulate the water and connect it in through our mains in Michiana Shores and then down Moore Road off of Lakeshore Drive. It would definitely raise our revenue considerably, and it might prolong us for a rate increase at some point down the road. But at this point, all I want to do is see if the board would be interested and see if they would like to discuss with them and see if they'd be interested in relinquishing their system to us and having us take it over. Now, all the roads in there are private. Their mains are in their roads. So what they would do is convert those roads from to easements for us. And it doesn't hurt to talk, but it's just, it's...
Right.
We can ask about the ages of their distribution system on when it's going to be maintenance again.
They've done a lot of upgrades out there in the last 10 years, so it's not all that old. I know they went through and upgraded a lot of stuff with 8-inch pipe and stuff, so.
We pretty well know that it's pretty good, that whole grid there.
I talked to John Doyle, because John Doyle's been involved out there with projects, and I think Haas has as well. And I know that they've done several upgrades to it, so. The only thing I'm concerned that I gotta find out is about their service lines. I don't know what kind of materials those are. I'm guessing they're probably copper, some galvanized. I would hope they don't have any lead, but
yeah,
that's something we definitely got to find out, and then that would put the wrench in the old.
Do you know how much each customer's paying now?
They pay an annual fee into their association fees, and that covers their water fees through the year off the master meter. Mm-hmm. I do not know what they pay.
Okay.
Would that be a vote for all the homeowners there? Once
they would probably have to vote on. Well, yeah, I would say that's what have to be done. But at least I was just thinking maybe we could at least talk to them, see if they're interested, and see what they think. If they're not, then nothing's lost. I mean,
sure.
We're still going to sell them water. It's just that they would get away from the maintenance of the mains, the booster station, the elevated tank. We would be able to read the meters on a monthly basis like we do now. And it would fit in with our system out there with Michiana Shores and Shoreland Hills. It would be a good fit for us.
Yeah, it's a missing link, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right.
I totally agree on it.
It seems worthwhile to pursue.
Pursue it and see what happens.
Okay.
Financially.
Motion, or you?
I don't think so. We're just gonna, the board agreed that we can contact them and see if they're interested in discussing it. Go from there. I'll update you as things go on.
All right. Sounds good. All right, any old business?
Yeah. Okay, first of all, we grabbed our second sample on the north side of US 20 at the street alarm ditch, so that if that's good, we'll be out of there, and our project to remove those 2 mains from that head wall on both sides of that street alarm ditch crossing will be done. And then the state can get in there and do what they have to do. The second thing is, I heard that the county is going to look at moving forward on that water main going south of 94. I guess the Love's truck stop and the high pressure gas main came to an agreement. And so it looks like that's going to be bid this year, shortly maybe. And again, we planned at least maybe contributing up to 250,000, no more. But I think they want to get their bids in to see where they're at, and then they'll tell us how much we'll contribute.
Okay. And that's being sponsored by the LaPorte County Redevelopment Commission?
Yeah. Well, once that's in, that's all going to flourish out there south of 94 along 421. So it's going to be a good thing for us.
Yeah. All right.
How big of a, I'm sorry,
Go ahead.
big of a line?
We're
This
going to go down
happens to go
950. We're going to cross underneath 94 with a 20-inch, and then we're going to head west on 300 north with 20-inch, and then 2 branches down 421 on each side with 12-inch. And then eventually we can go further south on 950 with 20-inch, and further west or east on 300 with 20-inch.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at, how much further.
Yeah, but once we get underneath 94 and we get figured out what we're going to do, we're going to have the grid system analyzed out there of a good location and start looking for a tank site. So if something should happen out there and that main should ever break underneath 94, those people may be without water for a couple weeks. So we get a tank out there, and it'll augment the north side of 94 as well. Might cut down on some of our pumpage out of our booster station, save some energy cost.
Is sanitation going under there too?
Yep.
Good.
Okay, any other old business? New business? Any new business? Public comment? No public comment. Director's comments? No director's comments.
President's comment.
President's comment. Meeting adjourned.
I second.
All those in favor?
All right.
Aye.